Hello, English learners. Today, we're going to learn about the phrasal verb mouth off. This is a very common expression in English, and it's useful to know what it means and how to use it in everyday situations. So, what does mouth off mean? When someone mouths off, they speak in a rude, disrespectful, or boastful way. Often, they say things without thinking, or they talk back to someone in authority, like a teacher or a boss. Sometimes, mouthing off means bragging or talking too much about oneself in an annoying way. People usually use mouth off in a negative sense, to show that someone is not being polite or is saying things they probably shouldn't. Let's look at some simple examples to understand how to use mouth off in different situations. Here's our first example. Don't mouth off to your teacher. Imagine you're in class and your teacher asks you to do your homework. If you reply in a rude way, you are mouthing off. This sentence means, don't speak rudely to your teacher. It's a warning to behave respectfully and not to talk back. Now let's look at another example. He always mouths off about how great he is. In this sentence, someone is constantly talking about how amazing or talented they are. They are boasting or bragging, which can be annoying to other people. Mouths off about means he keeps saying things in a way that is not humble or polite. Let's try a third example. She got into trouble for mouthing off during the meeting. Here, a person spoke disrespectfully or rudely during a meeting, maybe to her boss or colleagues. Because of her behavior, she faced consequences. Mouthing off here means saying things she shouldn't have, or not showing respect during a serious discussion. Let's review those examples one more time, so you can practice and remember. First, don't mouth off to your teacher. Second, he always mouths off about how great he is. Third, she got into trouble for mouthing off during the meeting. As you can see, mouth off can be used in different situations. It can mean talking back to someone in authority, bragging about yourself, or just speaking in a way that's not polite or respectful. Now, let's talk about the grammar. Mouth off is a phrasal verb. That means it's made of two parts, the verb mouth and the preposition off. When you use it in a sentence, you can change the tense, just like with any other verb. For example, you can say mouthed off for the past, or mouthing off for the present continuous. Let's look at a few more examples in different tenses. For past tense, he mouthed off to his parents last night. For present continuous, they are mouthing off about the new rules. For negative form, please don't mouth off in class. Remember, this phrasal verb is informal and sometimes a little bit strong. People usually use mouth off in casual conversations, not in very formal writing or situations. If you hear someone say, "Stop mouthing off," they are probably telling someone to be quiet or to stop being rude. Let's try a quick exercise together. I'll say a situation, and you can decide if it's a good time to use mouth off. Imagine your friend is arguing loudly with a coach, saying the rules are unfair. Is he mouthing off? Yes, he is mouthing off because he is speaking disrespectfully. Now, imagine someone is quietly listening and not saying anything. Is she mouthing off? No, she is not mouthing off because she is being polite and not talking back. Great job! To sum up, mouth off is a useful phrasal verb to describe someone who is speaking rudely, disrespectfully, or boasting about themselves. It's important to remember not to mouth off in situations where you should be polite or respectful. Let's repeat those key example sentences one more time for practice. Don't mouth off to your teacher. He always mouths off about how great he is. She got into trouble for mouthing off during the meeting. Try using mouth off in your own sentences. Think about times when someone was rude, talked back, or bragged too much. Practicing with real situations will help you remember and use this phrasal verb naturally. Thank you for learning with me today. Keep practicing your English, and remember to be polite. Don't mouth off.